what makes this year's Cine Europa relevant to the present worldwide situation?
Well, I think what it makes relevant is that we have moved to this virtual world since last year. We hope it will be only 2020, but here we are in 2021. So, I mean, that gives us a lot of challenges, but I mean, also opportunities. I think one of the opportunities is that we can reach many more Filipinos across the country in an archipelago like the Philippines. People from up north in the local norte to South Cotabato can watch the movies and enjoy European culture. So I think that's very important. So I mean, I think that's what makes it distinctive. I mean, of course, competition is big. I mean, it's like I wish everybody would be like you, Cine Europa fan. But you know, competition is big with the Philippines. You know, you are a big film producer. There's a lot of TV programs coming up every week. I'm amazed by the productivity and creativity of the Filipino film industry, but also I mean the other platforms, Netflix and HBO and the like. So tough competition, but we have something good to sell and to offer for free, of course.
Yeah. Okay, that leads me to my next question, Rafa. And this question goes for you, Athena, as well. So how important it is to showcase the films in Cine Europa in terms of, social awareness and critical thinking? Because as we all know, movies are somewhat mirrors of society. And, we watch movies, we watch the status quo or what's happening on our society. But for this particular year of Cine Europa, how important it is to showcase in terms of awakening the social awareness and critical thinking of movie goers. Rafa, your thoughts?
Okay. I think it's, I mean, as anywhere in the world, that the films reflect the society where they belong. And, Europe being, an old continent, but also more fragmented with different cultures. And I mean, I think I may speak for the Scandinavian countries, which are very different from my own country, which is in the south, Spain. So, I mean, I think it all reflects the challenges of today's society. Every society is different. Every society has, I tend to, now we complain about our lockdown here, but everybody complains about their own lockdowns, and they're not so as bad as we have, but everyone has its own problems, and each society has its own challenges. So I think it's interesting to observe through the cinema lenses how we view those, and sometimes in a humor kind of way, sometimes it's a more dramatic or drama approach. But I think I mean, I was checking the Finnish movies about immigration and addiction. So I mean, you think why Finland will have this issue, but yeah, they may have these issues as well. So I think that's every society reflects a little bit what is behind and what they suffer from.
Yeah. How about you, Athena? What are your thoughts?
Okay, so I think first of all, the importance of watching or of showing Cine Europa and of watching it, especially last year and this year, is that it's really just important for us to watch films in order for us to broaden our horizons and perspectives, especially again with the situation now. We can't be able to travel and see what is happening in other countries with our own eyes. So as you've mentioned, films can be a reflection. They are usually a reflection of our society. And by watching, different films, one might be able to find similarities between their home country and some countries abroad. So depending on the film you watch, you would be surprised that we may be facing the same societal problems. And we're also, facing like similar challenges in terms of how we live day to day and how the different governments control our situation and the different societal ills. So yeah, just having that broader perspective of this is what's happening all around the world. That's an important thing that film can bring to us, especially this year.
Yeah, okay. That leads me to my next question, guys. So, what are the films of your respective countries that you represent that we look forward to for this year's Cine Europa? You, Rafael, what will
I cannot take sides on all the films are worth watching. I
yeah
will let Athena pitch for her own, but I mean, from our side, is I cannot say one is better than the other, but I think it's the variety of films we bring to the public. I mean, also an important point is that some of them are co-productions. Of course, I mean, in Europe is relatively small so I mean, many of the films that are coming are co-productions, so that's interesting because maybe they are shot in one country with actors from a different country or from. So that's a. But I will not. I will invite your listeners and viewers to check cineeuropaph.com where they have a summary and a trailer and
yeah
judge by themselves. But I'm sure Athena could say something
yeah
on her, on the Swedish movie.
yeah. How about you, Athena, for the
Yes, so
Swedish movie?
yes, so thank you for giving me the opportunity to promote Catwalk. So Catwalk is the Swedish contribution for this year's Cine Europa. It's a documentary, and it focuses on the story of a group of people with disabilities who and their journey to go on to New York Fashion Week. So essentially, that's the that's the story of Catwalk. So it's a true to life story. It's a documentary, and I think I enjoyed watching it because again, it's it's a reflection of the daily lives of these characters of these people, and you see their happy moments, you see their challenging moments, and you see what inspires them every day. So that's why I enjoyed watching Catwalk a lot. And I think right now we're in a situation where we want to watch something a bit more true to life, but still inspiring. So Catwalk would be a good movie for that. But similar to Rafa, I am also looking forward to the different movies in Cine Europa. So I picked the ones I wanted to watch aside from Sweden's film. So there's a lot to choose from.
Yeah, we have good variety
Hmm.
of movies. We have plenty of movies to watch for, and starting September 1st, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have this year we have like a two. It's a bit of a different approach. Somehow lesson learned from last year. I mean, the digital world is a bit different from the real world. So I mean, we face copyright issues, and we have to protect the creation because this is also an important part of the European economy. I mean, we promote the films, but this is part of our creative industries, and that employs a good amount of people and is part of our GDP in Europe. So last year we had this kind of, as before, you buy your ticket for your preferred screening, but we realized many people got tickets for many screenings and didn't show up, and that created that maybe we have 400 tickets and then there were only 200 people showing up for the screening. So this year we have 2 weeks of booking, so you can go and get your 4 p.m. or your 7 p.m. session, and then the last 2 weeks it will be on demand, so 24/7 for those registered. So we hope to reach many more viewers. I think learning by doing. Probably in the future we'll go for a kind of a hybrid Cine Europa, because I mean I value the fact that because of the geography of the country we can reach many more people, and then we will be able to see who watch from where, and
Yeah.
that would be
The
interesting.
demographics.
The demographics, yeah, of course.
Yeah. But Rafa, how do you fight piracy? Because it's so rampant, especially in the digital world, like what you've said. But what's the action of the group against piracy to protect the rights of each film?
you have to, you have to use a platform that protects them. So, I mean, that's why we have a specific platform we have created for the screening. And of course, there's also a limitation on the number of viewers, because, you know, it's not the same as, I mean, you take your DVD or your, you know, and you project it in Cebu, in a cinema. We also have obviously our website is secure, so that's important. I mean, nothing prevents some smart, I will skip the adjective, to just be recording with his or her phone as you screen the film. They can do it also in a big screen. I mean, probably it's easier if you're in a small screen. But you know, this is a challenge, and of course, I mean, the films give is a source of revenue for many people who work in the industry. So, I mean, we give it for free, and I think that's important. I think the ultimate objective of Cine Europa is also to have more films in the commercial channels in the Philippines. I mean, obviously, like everywhere in the world except in Europe, the cinemas are dominated by blockbusters, American productions. Here you have a great Filipino industry. So, but you know, our objective would be that one day, you know, to have a French film, you know, scheduled next to the next Superman or next Spider-Man, or you know, a Finnish movie or a Maltese movie. So yeah, but I mean, piracy is an issue, definitely. Yeah. So that's that makes for us is an additional hurdle to organize the festival.
Right. Now, you've mentioned Filipino artistry and Filipino partnership. So what kind of partnership can we expect from Cine Europa and Film Development Council of the Philippines in the future?
Well, I mean, we have a long-standing cooperation with the Film Development Council of the Philippines. When we were in the real world, the pre-COVID world, I mean, the cooperation was more intense because they have to go. They have some of the film screenings in the cinematheques, and they also contributed in the rating of the films, which is no longer required in the virtual setup. Of course, the chair, Lisa Dino, endorsement promotion is a vital component to give us that partnership with the country. So I think in the future, I mean, we're still hoping for some maybe limited physical screenings outdoors. So that's part also of our partnership with the local, you know, not only the council, but you know, in the past we cooperated with some of the malls, and you know. The point is to bring the cinema to the people. We are still, that's the overall objective.
Okay, I think it's time now to promote for, you know, weeks of free European movies. So, Athena, would you like to promote again the Swedish film?
Yes, okay. Thank you again for this opportunity. So Catwalk will be screened in Cine Europa's website, cineeuropaph.com, and it will be screened on September 2 and September 10. The exact dates are available on the website. So I encourage everyone to register. And yeah, I hope everyone enjoys and makes time to watch the films.
Rafael?
She said it all. cineeuropaph.com, register, watch. This is a great opportunity. As Athena said, the trailers and description are there. Maybe if you don't get a ticket for the first 2 weeks, you can watch on demand. We start on the 1st of September for weeks. So take advantage of this additional opportunity to watch new things and discover. I think that's very important. The word discover.
Yes, discover more about Europe through the movies here in Cine Europa. Absolutely. I think that's the point. Thank you so much, Rafael, and thank you so much, Athena, for your time. And again, as a movie fan, I'm so excited to watch the films in Cine Europa for this year. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Von. Thank you.